What's good, family? Brethren. Man, I just got back from the grocery store, right? And this black chick up in there, she all looking at me and stuff. Now it's fall, it's getting chilly. I've been noticing quite relatively frequently these BAWs who be having giving me choosing up, you know what I mean? Hey, what's up? But weirdo, bro. NPCs around this mud. But yeah. There's one dude that he kind of, I don't know, mental or whatever. But I'm sorry about this, man. Let me turn this airplane mode on. Anyway, sorry about that, brothers. Yeah, that was some dude. I usually say hi. I used to say hi to the dude, but now I'm like, if you ain't speaking back, nigga, I don't care about. I'm like, I'm not gonna keep try to be all cordial. But if a person ain't responding, dude, that's on you. Anyway, back to my main point of this video. The relevance of the woman. How relevant is the woman? This black chick, regular Frumpty Dumpty, you know what I mean? Pookie and Ray Ray run through kind of looking chick. She was looking like a mug, looking. And I didn't even really think about it because I was talking to this other chick that usually I see up there. So, but I think it's getting cold here now, so. Well, I know it's getting cold, but they call this fall time cuffing season. She's trying to handcuff a man to link up for the winter time, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that is what it is. I just wasn't paying attention to her. I didn't really care, but yeah. But what I'm saying is this. Right now, in this current setup, and right now in this current setup, women have high levels of relevance here in America. You got women who are real fat and still be cheating on a man, who still think with an abundance mentality. I mean a 250, 300 pound bitch. And I literally, 200 pound brides with options, bro, with a roster, bro. And not just a roster of dudes just hitting it. Some of these dudes is so desperate that they literally will put a ring on it. And it's chilly out here. Living in this construct of America is really awkward, man. Because things that should be are not. And things that should not be, they are. I was talking to this one chick, she talking about she put a ring on her finger. This bitch is like a 2. Teeth missing. She literally like a 2, man. White bitch. Overweight. My guess on the weight, maybe 180, something like that. Older white bro. But dudes still be hitting her up though. Because, dudes is desperate out here, man. So, man, it's windy out here. Please excuse the noise. But yeah, a lot of dudes is desperate out here, man. They be worshiping hoes, man. And so what I'm saying is that I believe there'll be a time, dude, let's put this all together. We're on the razor's edge of World War III. Really? We're at the beginning of World War III. You man, dude, bruh. If you paying attention to the alternative media, you pay attention to what's the moves that are being made, dude. We at the point where anything can be escalated to World War III and nukes dropping. And you got niggas out here still chasing bitches and wifing up, fat women and stuff. So I'm so aware of what's going on. And then number two, I was watching this nigga running behind me. Let's see what's going on with these clowns. But anyways, what these dudes gonna do when the stuff hit the fan? So you gotta be a thinker. It ain't just about doing stuff. You gotta be a thinker. Think things through, man. Second thing, I forgot the second thing. But anyways, you got a lot of these women have an elevated sense of themselves because all these dudes running up after them and stuff. It's not gonna be the business. See, it's not gonna be the business when this stuff collapses. You got Russia. This ain't nothing but war. America's at war, potential war. Dude, America at war with Russia through Ukraine right now. On the razor's edge, number two on the razor's edge of war with Iran, who America ain't gonna beat, which like they didn't beat Vietnam. Dude, we on the verge of nuclear war, bro. Literally. And I do mean literally. See, bitches in America have been held up to a high esteem because this is a queendom. These women are worshipped here in this damn country. Men are sexually deprived. Men are stripped of their resources. The legal system holds bitches up to high esteem. So women hold their men down to low esteem. It's a government-sponsored, funded hookup that women have in this society. And this is, she got, like I said, this bitch, back to that bitch, she said she wear a wedding ring to keep creeps away. So these bitches, I swear to you, this woman's ugly. She got a fat butt, but she got cellulose. On her thighs, and it's an old white bitch, cat lady. But even an old bra like that got a bunch of dudes hitting her up. And she equates that to value. Dudes will use the bathroom anywhere, bro. Dudes will release their urges anywhere. Literally anywhere when it comes to women. Any woman, pretty much. You got millionaires who still smash ugly chicks, man. Or fat chicks. Or butter-faced chicks. So a woman flexing that she can get, oh my God, there's just so many guys in my DMs. The woman that's born in America, dude, she ain't gotta be skinny, she ain't gotta look good. Some dude gonna be running after her, simping. That's just how this thing is set up. And so, the other number two, I was watching this, that's real life examples. One, black chick with a shower cap. Two, white chick with the sagging booty and cellulose. Three, I was watching a few different podcasts with these. I binged watched that. I might watch some more today. It should be funny, man. Binge watch these delusional bitches. Delusional about their freaking value. Delusional about their value. See, they don't value themselves on an international scale compared to Brazilian, Colombian, Ukrainian, Filipino women. They don't see American women is in a bubble called United States of America. And they do not really usually, a lot of Americans in general do not, a lot of Americans only have a damn passport or never had one. They have no, couldn't even name like 5 countries. You know, yes, I can. Canada, Mexico, Nicaragua, Spain, Portugal, France, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania. So just y'all say, you can't name 5 countries. Nah, just talking trash. But most Americans are not internationally minded, which is why when this collapse occurs, it's going to take a lot of Americans by surprise. More specifically, the American woman has really no motivation to really think about the world, think about any other country, really. And if they do, they're not really going to another country to be like, usually they just go to this country, that country, just turn some tricks. Like a lot of white chicks go to the islands and get smashed by Jerome in Jamaica or Philip in Bahamas. Yeah, but they ain't really no mission. What I'm saying is this: American women, I need to slow down, man. I'm walking fast in the mud. American women have no need. This is why I say America's heaven for women and it's hell for men. Women in America don't compare themselves internationally to women overseas. They compare themselves to the other fat, beneath mediocre, lackluster females around them. And they believe that men are created to serve them. And the country we live in forces men to break themselves to these hoes. So when you look at these podcasts, you got a whole bunch of prideful, delusional bitches who brag about being basically useless. This culture breeds a bunch of defiled, diseased, delusional, dodo head females who don't have to live in reality. They live in the bubble of America. So they don't compare themselves outside of America. Like most Americans don't really think internationally. They don't think outside the box. Like I said, a lot of Americans don't even have a passport and neither have any aspirations to go overseas. And if they do, a lot of women will go to where? You already know. Now, think about this. What country all women want to go to from America? They want to go to France. Paris, France. So I tell you right there, that's the only thing they really care about is going to France or go tricking off in the Caribbean and pay Jerome to do a whole lot of weird stuff to her. And really, she could have that done here by her roster of dudes, which I never understood why women would go to, well, maybe they just want to go to get something strange. But you got a bunch of tricks and simps and dudes who will be subservient to you here. Why would these women spend their money to go to another country to pay to get guys to do what dudes over here will do for free? I don't get that. I understand why men go to another country because the women here are very low level, near garbage. And the system is anti-male. It makes perfect sense why men leave this shithole. But women, it's just like, this is heaven. You go outside of your queendom, your ass is irrelevant. So that's what I was talking about this in this video, the irrelevance of women. See, in America, it's promoted. Men are very, they hold women to a high esteem. And these are some beneath basic bitches, man. Like, they don't even do the basics. The basics is, all right, you're a virgin. Most of American women ain't no virgin. You cook clean, stay in shape. Basic stuff, bro. Have your own hair. Basic. Don't be a whore. Basic. What we got here, man, is these women are not fit primarily for anything other than relieving your urges into them, bro. This is what America breeds. Women with high body counts, bad attitudes, difficult to deal with, ultra masculine, stupid, and really manly, and have no inkling about being a female. They don't even know what being a wife is. They don't know it in experience. They haven't seen it modeled before them. Because their moms is probably Housewives of Atlanta type of, hold. So they never seen it modeled in front of them. These women are really unfit for anything other than, smacking off, you know what I mean? And I do mean most of them. When I grew up, you had, and like I said, you had a difference. But now, man, it's mainly just these women talking about how much you gonna spend on my how much you gonna spend on my dinner, you gonna take me out to dinner? You need to cash at me, These is all prostitution. Most of these bras are talking about how much you make for a living. What do you do for a living? How much you make? Cash at me. How much you gonna spend? They bragging about how much they done broke. They tricks and simps. They dinner tricks and simps for. This is just a whore culture with a whole bunch of desperate men. It's kind of like a stripper giving you a dance, but you can't ever release. It's just a cock tease, man. That's what America is for men. And so the men be all desperate. You can look, but you can't. The chicks be like, you can look, but you can't touch. He. This is a cock tease, man. And that's how it is in America. A whole bunch of sex deprived dudes who can't consistently release into their wives because a lot of women is not raised to stay with a man for forever. They raised to stay with a man until they can acquire a certain amount of link and connection to his resources, like she's doing a 5-year, 7-year bit in prison. She'll do her bit, and when she get out, she leave with a bag. And these women that don't like you, it's like they've been held in prison, man. These women don't want to be wives, bro. They want to be in the streets. And so that kind of, because the government funds these women like that, leaving the households, that means that men become more desperate to get a relationship with a female. So men are more desperate, meaning even though it's more women than it is men still pursuing women as though women are in few supply. But there's millions more freaking women in this country than there are men. They said that down in Atlanta, I ain't been there in years. They said down there, the ratio of man to woman is maybe like 4-1, maybe more. So men are really desperate for companionship with these hoes, and the culture culturalizes men, just like it culturalizes women to have an abundance mentality. The same culture socializes men to have a scarcity mentality. I gotta repeat that. The American culture socializes men to have a scarcity mentality. I better hold on to her for dear life before she leaves and jump on another wiener. Whereas the same culture socializes women to have an abundance mentality and look at men as, well, I'll get another one of you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute. They look at men like tampons to be used and discarded. This is not by accident. Again, it's in the media, it's in the music. Remember Beyonce, to the left. I can get another one of you in a minute. He'll be here in a minute. This is a construct, bro. It's not by accident. So when the stuff collapses, bro, look at that movie called The Day After. I think it was in 1984. It was the day after the nukes had dropped. Before, everybody was good. It's an older movie, I understand. But before they dropped, everybody, the women was all doing their thing. Look at the wife before the nukes dropped. And look at her while the warning, and watch her husband try to drag her ass into the basement, into the bunker or whatever, for safety. That bitch was talking about, man, we got to make up these beds. We got to make the beds. We got guests coming tomorrow. Because the daughter was supposed to be married. The daughter was a bitchy little out-of-pocket motherfucker too. And see, fear is going to shake that feminism bullshit out of these broads. Fear is going to shake. See, fear of, oh my God, a nuclear bomb is coming. These women ain't never really faced no adversity in this country. The SHTF, the stuff hitting the fan, is going to shake that pride out of these bitches. It's going to strip that out of them. I'm not saying it's going to be 100% removed, but how important are these women when the stuff hit the fan? We got people who didn't prep. You got people who's scared. Oh, it's a nuke. You know, oh, they bombing us. Iran's bombing us. Russia, China, they bombing us. How important is some used up shower cap wearing bitch or even a good looking broad? How important are these chicks gonna be? When they ain't got, what I'm talking about, when this stuff get spicy out here. And so that's something I was thinking about, man. The whole construct of how important is she? How important is this woman really? Really? I think that to a hungry man, Salisbury steak is just as good as a T-bone steak. You know, Salisbury steak, those little thin strips, processed thin strips of meat. Bologna, let's go with bologna. Bologna, it tastes better than a doggone restaurant professionally cooked and seared T-bone steak. When you ain't eating like 5 days, anything is good. A dude that just got out of jail, desperate in a mug for a woman. Hey, she a one, but hey, you know. You know, that's how a lot of American men is. They have a similar, and it's socially constructed, they have a similar desperation when it comes to women. Your average man does in America. They got a similar desperation to a man that's been locked up in prison. Because really, America has been like a social prison for men. Social prison. Where you got all these restrictions on men. If a man go up and talk to a woman, the bitch could say, oh, you're sexually harassing me. If she's not his type. So everything is all fluctuative. If she's his type, oh, well, yeah, he can come up and talk to her. But if he ain't her type, oh, he's creepy. You can't. You fishing. You throwing a net out into the water. You gonna get what you gonna get. You gonna have some good fish, tuna and bass, and you gonna have some crabs and some sea worms, and you can't always determine what you go get up in there. You cast a net. See, a woman, she out there out and about, or she put her pictures on dating sites or whatever. You can't determine, oh, this guy is creepy. So she wants some dude like a basketball player to come up to her and approach her. That's who she consider attractive, Nigga, a basketball player, some dude that, super tall, super attractive or whatever. This nigga, or status, this nigga ain't gotta come up to you. Women come up to him. But, so she says that men don't approach me. Men don't approach me. Nah, man, it's the men that you want to approach you that don't approach you. And reality is that the men that you want to approach you, what the hell why should he approach? What's in it for him to approach you? He don't have to approach you. So women want dudes that don't even want them. Bunch of spoiled brat broads, man. Spoiled brat females up in here. So just something I was thinking about when the milk's gone bad. When the SHTF, man. Women ain't gonna be that big of a problem. Her irrelevance and exchangeability, how they look at man like we irrelevant and we exchangeable. And oh, that nigga keep that dog up in that crib. I'm not liking how people be the bottom screen. They got the bottom screen door busted out or whatever. Dog have his hands up there like you wanna jump out. Like, nigga, I got something for you. Hope you don't make that mistake. But yeah, man, women is just women are just benefiting from a socially, artificially constructed social culture that socializes them to be at the top. So when this wet dream that she's been living and defiling herself within, when this is no more, then you're just gonna see savagery out here, in these streets right here. Right now, man, you just got a bear and grunting. Like a lot of us brothers that were patriarchal minded, believe in polygyny and stuff, and dominating any situation you're dealing with your woman. Just a regular masculine man. You really don't fit in this culture because it's formatted for useless bitches. So, that being the case, how can you as a masculine man fit in a toxic, unnatural culture like what we living in? So, just hold on to the end, brothers. When this stuff hit the fan, that's just something I was thinking about. What's gonna be the prognosis, you know what I mean? When this stuff hit the fan, so yeah, man, it's pretty wild, man. Right now, women is held to a high esteem And nice and warm in the crib. They held to a high esteem, and they don't have to bring nothing to the table. These bras believe that they are the table. And, you know, I've been thinking about this for a few days. I said, how important is she really? For real. And even scripture tell you that those that have wives be as though they have no wife. Those that have wives basically be as though you have no wife. In other words, women ain't gonna be all that relevant when you're talking about war, when you're talking about this stuff getting hot and spicy, bruh. A bitch not gonna be really that important. Because when difficulties happen, women become more social. See, now women is more like antisocial and shit because they can be. And they look at men as disposable tampons that are to be used. They're to be used and discarded. But see, it also says that God is going to make a man more precious than fine gold. Right now, men is looked at as fool's gold. Looked at as like copper, you know. We look down upon, man. Like nickel or aluminum. Aluminum ain't that important, you know. Aluminum is in everything. Aluminum foil. Men in America is looked at like aluminum. And if you're a regular masculine brother, man, this culture afflicts you, man. Once you know the truth about things. And one of the things that afflicts you is the truth, knowing you're supposed to be above the woman. But yet, because of the social construct, you are not in your rightful position. And even a man will get it, you need to do it the right way, wife up a chick. You still ain't in a power position if she changed her mind and don't like you no more. You know how this goes. Divorce. Play victim. This is the same playbook. Play victim. Get support from other women who have done the same. Cry all the way to the bank. You know what I mean? To the court bank. So how important is this woman? When this stuff hit the fan, what the strong, independent boss babe gonna do? She gonna be shoesing up on you. Women is not strong and independent, bro. They have strong, big, fat mouths. Maybe strong body odor. And some of these bras are physically stronger than some of these effeminate dudes. Skinny dude, French fry braids, and the female's like, skinny dude about 150 pounds, female about 250 pounds. I seen this video of this old skinny dude was getting beat up by this really broad, big back broad. So these women kind of are strong depending on who she's abusing. But other than a social construct, I was watching this video, this chick was talking about women can beat men up, yeah. She punched her 6'5" boyfriend. I beat him up. Nigga, please. The real reason that she feel that way is because it's a social construct. And she know that this dude probably ain't gonna hit her back because he feel like he probably gonna get thrown in jail. We all know what it is. So yeah, he probably beat him up and he didn't punch you back because he knew that if he did unleash the Kraken on you, then you would play victim, cry, and call the police. So she take that as a W. I was able to beat him up. So what does that say about you? You chose a dude who's weaker than you, meaning you got a high level of masculinity. Women be flexing on some stupid stuff. Flexing about their body count. Well, then again, they don't really be flexing about that. They flex that they can have sex partners easy, quick. Like, how hard is it? A woman that get 20 bodies and a man who get 20 bodies, it's more difficult for a man to get 20 women to sleep with him. A woman she could just say, hey, I'm open, the store is open tonight between 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. Come get it. You know how many dudes just go, shoot, yeah. She could rack up 20 bodies in like 2 hours. Like that's not a flex. It's not a flex to say how, like, it comes easy, bro. That's just the dynamic. But anyways, we got a lot of perverted culture here in America. The main perversion is really the elevating of the female. Her ass gonna be dropped down to where she belongs, underneath the man. And it's the social culture that raised her up, and it's gonna be the destruction of the culture that breaks her down. And all this sitting at the table, talking to the sisters, trying to explain to them this and that. These women, they know a lot of times that they doing dudes wrong. They keeping this guy in a friend zone. They using them. They abusing their boyfriends or husbands because they know that they know the social construct is in their favor. They know what the hell they doing, bro. They're not that stupid. They know all they got to do is go to the grocery store, and somebody is gonna hit on them. And it's her problem is, which of all these different dudes do I allow in my life, etc. Whereas in America, a man's problem is maybe not being able to get a broad. And number two, if he is able to get one, being able to keep her and keep her away from other penises. So that's the problem you got in America. Keeping her and getting her. A lot of women here in America have reduced themselves to damn near useless. Just like, what are you getting in this culture? The women in America are like polluted garden that everybody on the planet they seed in. It's like saying, and then here you come, you want to plant tomatoes in the garden. And then, 3 months later, I know about this, I'm a gardener. 3 months later, you find out, dang, it's all this other stuff. We got weeds over here. We got peppers over here. Where all this stuff come? I didn't plant this. The woman being the garden, the soil, and her soil is soiled by many different seeds. The hot pepper, green pepper over there, bell peppers over there, carrots over here. You're like, dang, this is all randomly distributed. Randomly distributed produce throughout this garden. Just like a woman in America typically randomly distributed dudes that randomly distributed they seed within this soil. Some dudes done distributed diseases. Others done distributed soul ties and pimping in her ear in order to get the panties. She done listened to all these different dudes, poetry, not poetry, but pimping. In order to get with a woman, you don't just say, usually, hey, how you doing? Let's go have sex. Okay. Usually you got to be saying something or whatever. Or, he's saying something to the bra while he hitting it. So all this stuff is ringing around in this bitch's ear. And these are the women walking around. That's why they have these mental problems. They well-seated and, dudes hitting it and talking to the broad and the other dude and the 5 other dudes. They are, in different times in her life. And so that's how you get into a broad head, mainly when, using sex. Because she is at the most vulnerable time, So that's a good time to talk to her. You know what I mean? Why you conquering her? So this woman been conquered by multiple dudes spitting multiple scripts in her ear. And bro, these women is literally crazy, bro. Oh, you got some ugly too with a wedding ring on her fingers. All these dudes are creepy. They're creepy. You ugly, bro. And you need to be thankful that somebody even hitting on you. But then again, when you got billionaires and millionaires wifing up hoes and getting mistreated by their women, how can the regular normal broads respect the normal dudes, man. Average income or whatever. I was looking at, for example, Jeff Bezos. Short video, I've seen it from time to time. Jeff Bezos was with his old stripper-looking wife. She was like a stripper, bro. And Leonardo DiCaprio was in the vicinity. And I guess he was on stage or something. And she was looking up to Leonardo DiCaprio and talking to him and like not really acknowledging Jeff freaking Bezos. This is why I say money don't equal game. Status don't equal game. Big penis don't equal game. Big muscles don't equal game. Big car don't equal game. All the game is self-discipline, self-respect, and wisdom in dealing with these females. If you got self-respect, ain't no way in hell you're going to allow your woman to be talking all up in the face and fawning over freaking anybody else. And she was fawning over Leonardo DiCaprio. But at this point, what could Jeff Bezos do? If she, he just a simp. He's a simp with money, man. So, but I was about to say, you got money, that don't mean that, it's all about respect, man. And if the broad, she might respect that he does have the money. Money ain't gonna make you, if you're not really her type, she'll use you for the money, but she don't respect you. She don't fear losing. So that's the main thing, man. That's how I look at it, man. It's like mainly this culture, because of the liberty, these women have been polluted by over much liberty. They've been polluted by having too much access to too many dudes and no repercussions and no difficulties. And the difficulties that she have is because she chose the wrong dude out of a bunch of dudes that's presenting themselves. She chose a wrong dude or dudes out of the whole group. Her difficulty is that she shouldn't even be making decisions for herself anyways. She don't really feel the difficulties of it until she get past her prime and stuff. And she may not even, some of these women die delusional. Even when they old, they don't even realize how delusional they is. They die in delusion, still thinking that they're 10. Bitch, you 70. So, it's something I was thinking about, man. How valuable is she really? I don't think these women have much value. A garden that's planted by a whole bunch of seeds. And there's the other thing. Check this out. Speaking of the garden analogy. The soil. If you over garden, you overplant, your garden, a lot of the nutrients, fertilizer, will be stripped, and the minerals will be stripped from the soil. Of the woman being the soil, if she's seeded by a whole bunch of different dudes, the walls worn out, the walls is stretched. Might have herpes, and might have this disease and that. All this stuff from all these different people planting seeds up in there. And one of my tomato plants, I had to throw it away. It had a tomato blight. It's kind of like a rotten at the bottom of it. So I spent all that time, and that's the one I thought would succeed. So, but my other tomato plants did succeed. I might go grab some tomatoes out of the bag before it get dark. Anyway, but those didn't have blight, like mold and blight and squishy and stuff. So, some of these women got blight, figuratively speaking. These are some really defiled bitches, man. These chicks got 100, 200 bodies sometimes. So how relevant is a bitch with 200 bodies, man? Dang, bro. This country got men in the okie doke, man. They got men caring so much about low-level broads, man. And what's she gonna do when the culture that triggers this delusion and solipsism and narcissism. What's she gonna do when this culture strips her of all things that give her power? She gonna come to you and me. It's like this shower cap wearing chick earlier. I just wasn't paying attention to her, bro. Like, I seen her, and I was like, oh, whatever. I seen her looking at me again, and she looked, and she turned away. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, whatever. I don't really care about you anyway. It's kind of weird. Like, I wasn't in Mac mode or nothing. I was up here talking to the cashier dude, and, but by the time I got over there, the chick was gone. But yeah, man, I didn't really care. I know what's going to happen. I know I'm valuable. I know I'm very valuable. I know the truth, man. I know when this thing flip, many men who ain't nothing gonna become something. You know what I mean? Because he said he gonna make his men more precious than gold. A lot of us ain't nothing but aluminum in this current lane. Nah. Well, I'll say it like this. A lot of us ain't nothing but aluminum to them. To these people. Aluminum coin or whatever. Extra metal shaving, that's how we looked at it. Some metal shaving or something. Be swept away and thrown in the garbage can. But the Most High, that's how they see it. But how the Most High sees is that we are gold who are covered by dirt. We are gold, but yet we covered by dirt. Hidden, you see? So he said, like I said, I seen this other video, and I'm gonna close this out. I seen this other video where you had a lot of these chicks going to these different brunches and dinners or whatever. Not dinner. What are like dating brunches or whatever. I forgot the name of it or whatever, but they basically somebody will put on an event, a dating event where they have a bunch of females, and then it'd be like 100 chicks, and it'd be like 15 dudes that come there. You know what I mean? So I seen y'all should look that up. That's pretty dope. A bunch of bras and there'll be a few dudes up in there. You know what I mean? And this chick was complaining, oh, y'all men, y'all rather hang out with y'all other male friends, like trying to emasculate them. Instead of, being feminine, like, hey, we really would enjoy you guys coming. It's, we really could use some male company and hear your perspectives, and we can have a good time, Instead of saying stuff like that, nah, you got to go to the emasculation technique. You know what I mean? Emasculate you hanging with your boy or playing video games or hanging with your male friends, trying to emasculate men. But bro, dude, the fact, like, you can't even see how irrelevant you is. If you was that relevant, dudes would be up in there in mass. Those little dating brunches or whatever. So that's right now, bro. What's going to happen when the stuff hit the fan and the cloak of her relevance is removed? She's going to be exposed for what she is, low level, and just a woman like any other woman in the world. As I said earlier, American women don't look outside the box. They don't look outside of America to see how they can become a better version of themselves. And, why would they? They don't want to compete with no freaking skinny, good-looking, in-shape Ukrainian chick. Come on, man. They ain't trying to do it like she 220 pounds, bro. Why would she walking, look, she 180, 190 pounds, and she built like a running back, football player. And she got a bunch of dudes simping on her. This is her queendom. This is her, she's like the goddess, and all of these simp dudes are her worshipers. Why the hell would she look internationally? Why would she compare herself when she could take her frumpy shower cap self to the grocery store and have a few dudes hitting on her and stuff every single day, no matter where she goes? Jogging pants, pajama pants, shower cap, and a greasy t-shirt. And she, that's how she looked. Think about this, man. If that's the effort that she put, that you see, if what you see don't even look appetizing, and don't even look taken care of. And that's what she's presenting to the world. If what she is presenting to the world don't even look appetizing, don't even look clean, what the hell you think is inside, bro? This chick probably just got up, didn't take no shower, just came up to the grocery store stinking. Why? Some dude gonna hit on her. She got about 5-10 different dudes. Some of them tricking money. Some dude just, smashing. This culture, man, it's just a bunch of tattooed, yoga pants wearing, high body count hoes, man. You know what I mean? We really look at it, bro. A bunch of yoga pants wearing, tattooed, high body count hoes. Not work. Like, sometimes I look at it like, all right, in, biblical times, a woman had 3 bodies, she considered a whore. She had one other dude besides her husband, considered a whore. Even in current Eastern cultures. But here in America, in the West, white man culture, this construct is trash, bro. Like, yo, the Most High can't wash this bull crap away quick enough, bro. Seriously, bro, this is vexing. The majority of women have reduced themselves. I don't really know many modest women, bro. And I'm in my, early 40s, bro. I don't know many modest wife-type women. It's a shame, bro. They're not even, hiding their whoredom anymore. I mean, you got chicks with, the yoga pants that show her vagina, bro. Basically. I remember it was a big deal when this chick had painted on jeans and they wouldn't allow her in the, what was it? I forgot what it was, but she had some jeans that were painted on with the body paint. And that was 10 years ago, I guess. And that's 7, 8, 10 years ago. That's when the yoga pants stuff started, about 7 years ago, started popping. This place is this is horror land America, bro. So what kind of, how important is this bitch? I'm just sitting around thinking about this, man. Women supposed to be of value, man, and substance and improve a man's life. Other than just relieving some sexual tension, these women really don't bring nothing to the table, man. I mean, in mass. Tattoos, yoga pants, bad attitude, masculine, kids, might have some diseases, baby daddies, random male friends that she don't want to get rid of, male orbiting friend, a whole bunch of acquiring attention on social media, not wanting to let. Who was it? Kanye West. He said that. He said Instagram got your bitch. Instagram got your woman. So these women are the pinnacle of unworthy, bro. And not even. It's something I was thinking about, man. When the stuff hit the fan, how valuable is this chick? Is she really that important? To a man that just got out of jail, hey, is she a one? Hey, she look good to me. Whew, right? To a dude who ain't ate in 5 days, hey, man, bologna is better than the T-bone steak grilled at a high level, restaurant. Hey, I ain't waiting. I'd rather have a bologna right now. You ask him if you hungry, would you rather have this bologna sandwich right now? Or would you want to wait, 2 more hours? We have a prime rib, T-bone steak. You're like, man, look, man, I'm hungry. You ready to eat that bologna sandwich? Same thing with a lot of American men, man. Desperate. Social construct to be simps and women worshipers and desperate for female attention and validation. Well, it is what it is for right now. But what's she gonna do when things change, when stuff hit the fan? Who's she gonna be? Is she gonna be that important? She's gonna be looking, her very survival depends upon men. See, right now her survival is dependent upon the system that men created. But during the collapse, if the system collapses, her life is going to be directly dependent upon men to protect her from other men. See? And as a side note, I was thinking, this is a white chick up the street she got a single mother though. She's a single mother, but she looked good. And her and her baby daddy, she got that dude locked up. But I've seen her I could tell when the chick liked me. But so I'm looking at like, all right, I don't want her, and I don't want her then or now. But I'm looking at it, a lot of these chicks got, orbiting issue or angry orbiting exes. Let me call it like that. A lot of these women have angry orbiting exes. Angry orbiting exes whose lives they have destroyed. Maybe they cheated on a dude. Maybe they, they got a lot of angry orbiting exes. So that's the whole thing. A lot of these dudes is like, oh yeah, hey, they're like, hey man, my life been destroyed by this broad. I'm up here thinking about something else. My life been destroyed by this broad, and they locked up in jail. They done been there for a couple, 3 years or whatever. When stuff collapse for real. These prisons probably gonna be open, man. Like many of them prisoners was let go during COVID, man. So just because a chick look good, bro, you gotta think about the angry orbiting exes whose lives she destroyed. So don't just be quick to let bitches in your life, man. You don't know what her past is. You don't know who she destroyed. You don't know what man she cheated on. What man she gave a disease because she was cheating. What man that he found out that the kid ain't his. You don't know really nothing about this bitch. So you gotta be, when the stuff collapses, you gotta be mindful of angry orbiting exes. Women in this world of America, bro, they don't just have like, it's not just them. Primarily, it's not just them. They got other dudes and stuff who they've been involved with. They have a track record of like corpses they left behind, literally and figuratively. Destroyed this man's life, killed his life, you know what I mean? Killed his ability to spend time with his children. She leave death behind. And that's something to think about, brothers. So yeah, she gonna be, stuff gonna hit the fan and she gonna be, oh, hi, how you doing? Hi, and all desperate and all that. But nah, you gotta be really cognizant of what woman you let in your life, man. Why them bitches ain't choosing up now? Why they ain't in your grill? Why they ain't in your grill now? Why should you give her the opportunity to get with you after the stuff hit the fan? Something to think about. I ain't saying don't. I'm just saying think about all the angles, man. Because of the woman comes the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. It has always been that way since the beginning of the fall of mankind. How much more so when her life of comfortability is destroyed? You think she's just going to go off into the sunset, and you think she's going to stick with that strong, independent boss babe stuff, bro? No, because that's all cap anyways. She's strong, independent, I don't need no man, but how many dudes is in her orbiting male friend zone? Well, I don't need no man. Bitch, you got 10, 20 men to help you. A woman got multiple men to help her. This dude can cut the grass. This dude pipe her down. The other dude other dudes with an S take her out on multiple dates and blow up her ego. She can flex that she getting $200, $300, $400 dates by some bitch made simp dude, how she view it. So she got a bunch of men. That whole I don't need a man is just stupid. Her whole life is held up by, unless she like Oprah Winfrey or something, a real actually independent woman. Or other than that, these women got multiple men. The whole thing is just is cap. So, anyways, something to be aware of is the exes, the angry exes whose life she has destroyed. And yeah, that single mother white bruh. But I'm like, it's already been other dudes over there. I'm like, all right, maybe the baby daddy, you don't know. What if stuff hit the fan and, he come back and want to be, make things right with his woman, and then other dude up in there. Ain't no police, right? You gotta think about all this stuff, man. So I'm like, man, stuff hit the fan, it's time, it's war mode, bro. It's every man for himself. So that's something I want to, there's an extra note I want to drop in there. But anyways, brothers, like, share, and subscribe. What are these women going to be? How valuable are they going to be when a society that makes men super desperate for used, low-level women? The sexual drive is no joke, man. It got me, this place, man, is just, on the side note, it over-sexualizes the women. They out here dressed really provocatively. So it's like a cock tease. They dress over provocatively, but only a certain amount of men is that she attracted to. So she basically is sexually harassing us as men. If we are not her type and it's not our woman, she kind of sexually harassing us with her booty and titty and yoga pants, ass crack. I don't want to see that if I ain't hitting it. And then it make men, because he lusting for the bitch, because she basically naked. He like, shoot, let me go talk to her. What's up, baby? What's going on? How much? Whatever. Or a dude just try to holler at her. Oh my God, this guy is so creepy. Oh God. But you're wearing a prostitute clothing. And prostitute clothing and prostitute hair color is meant to attract attention from men. It's weird, man, because these women are hoes, but they don't knows. Like prostitutes usually wear leopard print yoga pants, red hair and stuff. Because oh yeah, that's a hoe right there. So it's like, well, dang, how many women you see out here like that? It's beyond sad, man. It's many levels beyond sad. But the happiness I have is to know that this bull crap's going to be ended. And when it does, it's going to be what it's going to be. It is what it is. So, yeah, just something I was thinking about, man. How relevant is this woman? She ain't going to be all relevant like that when the stuff hit the fan. You're going to be relevant. You know what I mean? So you have to think about how, I'm talking to myself too. You can't just allow any chick in your life right now. I don't let certain women in my life right now. Because you got to evaluate everything. That she got a man. There's so many bitches that got a man that still hit me up, bro. I really hate that, bro. Because I'm like, oh, shoot, she hit me up. And then I got to go through this filtering process, find out the bitch got a man or divorced or separated. So these married bitches hit me up, man. That's really aggravating, bro. You got a man or a single mother. Married, I don't want nothing to do with no married bitch. Because you gonna want to get with her. It was crazy. Earlier today, I seen one of my ex-employees I work with, and she got a man though. And I said, oh hey, gave her a hug, but I always seen that she had a strong attraction for me, and so I always try to be respectable because she got a dude. So like, oh wait a minute, I know when a woman like me. She keep looking. She want to give me these long hugs and all that. And a woman don't like you, man. You can look, you read the body language and stuff. She give me these deep hugs. I'm like, I had to make it quick. Like, oh hey, how you doing? But I kind of wonder if she followed me up to the. No, she ain't probably did that. But let me see. But yeah, man, I know I could get that. I know that's guaranteed. But guess what? Then I'll be wrong and I be in sin against the Most High, messing with somebody else's woman. But what I'm saying is these women who got dudes be like ostentatious and out there, man, it's really odd. Why? This is a question I've had for a while. Why is women who are in relationships more social and in your face? I don't get that. You know, you would think that they would be scared of their husband will find out and stuff. You friendly married bitches. I've experienced that. I don't understand why that is, bro. Then you got a single broad who ain't even want to even kick it with you. It's really aggravating, quite honestly. Very, very aggravating. You know, I want my own woman to conquer. I don't want no somebody else. You know, that's somebody else's property. You know, so I don't want to swim in nobody else's pool, man. Anyways, brothers, like, I didn't mean to make this video long either, but like, share, subscribe, and if you want to support the channel using the Cash App in the description, feel free to do so using the Cash App. Like, share, subscribe. I wish you well, brothers. Stay strong. Keep your head on the swivel. Pay attention to the times we in, man. World War III's on the horizon, man. Peace.